What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Outriders video, and today's video is going to be all about the news update we got via Twitter and via Reddit today from the developers of Outriders. So earlier today, about an hour ago actually, Outriders official Twitter page made a post basically responding to all the accusations that there were stealth nerfs, stealth buffs, how enemies are stronger, players are weaker, and all these different accusations. What they did is they said refer to their Reddit, and there is actually a Reddit post from the developers with a paragraph or so of them explaining what's going on in their response. And then at the end of it, they have a report questionnaire, which basically, if you have experienced or witnessed any of these events or problems, to fill out this questionnaire, basically copy and paste and send it back through them on that Reddit thread. Now, what I'm going to do in the description below is I'm going to link their Twitter post, and I'm also going to link their Reddit thread. That way, if you have any of these problems or you have anything to reply about this, you can let them know directly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Twitter post and also the Reddit thread, and then I'm going to obviously leave out the questionnaire. That way, if you want to report it, you are more than welcome to. So about an hour ago, the Outriders official Twitter page posted this. We are aware of the issue whereby damage mitigation isn't acting as expected for some players, resulting in those players dying very quickly or in some cases instantly when hit by an attack. We have set up and gathered a thread for this issue here, and then they link their Reddit thread. So when you click on their Reddit thread, it'll have a nice little paragraph here, and then following it, it is called a report form, so we'll leave that out. Alright, so to their Reddit thread, it's titled Outriders Damage Mitigation Issue Gather Thread. Hey everyone, I wanted to set up this thread to note that we are aware of the issue whereby damage mitigation isn't acting as expected for some players, resulting in those players dying very quickly or in some cases instantly when hit by an attack. Issues with mods cooldowns, or mods not proccing may relate to this issue. And then it starts the rest of their thread. Thank you to everyone who has so far reported this issue, and thank you also to everyone who have shared their finding across those threads. We are reading all these threads and have been using your detailed findings to help our own investigation works towards reproducing this issue. First up, our latest patch did not intentionally change any formula which would have directly caused this, basically saying it is not their fault. It also says we did not make armor weaker or enemies stronger. If we did, every single player would be feeling the effects. So basically, they are saying that they did not do any sort of stealth nerf, they did not do any sort of stealth buff, and that the people that are saying they did, they are using their detailed, reports to try to recreate this. So basically, they're saying they can't figure out what the problem is, and as far as they know, it is hearsay. So I think that's why they have this big report form at the bottom. That way, if so, and you're not just blowing smoke, you can give them a detailed, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Now, as far as me personally, what I have noticed, and not so much lately, is that some classes seem like they are not surviving as well. I've played with some tricksters, and I would probably say technomancers. Those two seem to be like really hurting after this latest patch. Running with pyromancers and devastators, no real problem, rhyme or reason, but it does seem that different classes have been affected. I'm not sure how or why. Let me know in the comment section below, and please use the links in my description to report your findings or problems, what have you. Alright, so now we're going to continue through this. It says, rather, it looks like there is a bug which may temporarily strip away a mechanic such as armor mitigation. For example, for some players under certain conditions. So they are saying that there might be a specific bug that might be doing this. So they are trying to figure that out for the whole armor mitigation mechanic. Then it continues, here's what we know so far. We've been tracking a similar bug, a similar issue with damage mitigation since before our latest patch. As we have been unable to find a consistent reproduction of it at this time, we were not able to address this in the latest patch. Our investigation is ongoing. This thread will help us further identify the cause. What makes our investigation a little harder is that because previous bugged mods such as emergency stance and perseverance were fixed in this patch, the difficulty of the game for those specific users who were relying on those broken mods will see that their survivability has decreased since our most recent patch. Alright, so basically if you were relying on emergency stance or perseverance, they're calling you out. They're saying, yeah, the game is harder because you were using broken mechanics from broken mods. They have now fixed those mods so you cannot exploit those mods any longer. So that might make them feel weaker. So that's what they're saying under their reported findings so far. It says we need to separate out genuine bugs with damage mitigation from the reports that the game has become harder overall due to these mod fixes. The issue at hand appears to be quite random in nature, affecting random players at seemingly random times. This in no means insinuates that this issue does not exist. We fully acknowledge that there is an issue with damage mitigation for some players. To help us better understand, please copy and paste the report form, and alright, you got it. So what they're doing, and let's just put this in layman's terms. I'll run something while we talk about this. Let's do Chemplant. Alright, so basically in layman's terms, what the developers are saying is since this latest patch, there's been a slew, a really laundry list full of people that are saying, hey, this is broken, hey, you did this, hey, you did that. Now they are calling out those that were exploiting perseverance and emergency stance, and they're saying, yeah, you're going to die a lot more because you're exploiting a mod that you probably didn't know was broken, and now that it's been fixed, you're going to die a lot more. Understandable, completely. Because to those players, how would they have known, it was broken? So now they feel super weak, and they're like, what the hell? I completely understand that as well. Now, the funny part is that they're saying there is an issue. So I'm more interested in what was that issue, what is it pertaining to, and why is it so random? Not only that, but my problem with the current quality of life of this game is the matchmaking. You can see here I'm playing solo CT15s, not because I want to, not because, oh, it's easier, because it is really hard to get and keep a good team in Outriders. Say two of you can connect and then the third one's having problems. You have to all three restart your game and then try to get back in the same lobby. Or say one of you gets disconnected and they have to restart their game, then all the other people have to restart their game because it's just broken. I personally think that this game was made solo players. Oh, I shouldn't have done that in Pale. I personally think that this game was made solo players, and then they added matchmaking crossplay after the fact. Because playing this game solo, I find zero problems as of right now, May 4th. There are no problems with this game when I play solo. Now, when I play in a group, I have connection issues. I'll have other people that can't connect to me. I can't invite them. I have to restart my console. They have to restart their, whatever, and it just goes on and on. I feel as if matchmaking wastes more time than it helps. So to do things more, productively, especially time management wise, it makes more sense to just play solo because, it's easier, less hectic. You don't have to worry about restarting your game. Now, as far as this being a live service game or not, we need to have a discussion about that. They are doing so many updates. They are doing so much to this game, whether it be nerfs, whether it be buffs, and it's seeming as if this game, whether they like it or not, has become a live service game. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. And then the next part I wanted to talk about is what is up with people kicking other people in this game. It doesn't matter if you're a devastator, trickster, whatever. If they don't like what your gear looks like, or say you're not wearing a certain legendary set, they will automatically kick you. Another thing is why, if I am just trying to play with one of my friends, I am set to closed or friends only, and then whenever we start a game, it goes to open, and then some random is joining. That makes us want to kick them. It's not like, oh hey, I wanted to play with them. It's like, oh man, I forgot I'm on open, some random just joined. All of a sudden my gold run has now turned into a bronze run. They don't know what they're doing. Like, there's several issues with the matchmaking in this game. Now, but besides that, I don't know. There needs to be some quality of life fixes within this game, and matchmaking definitely needs a overhaul. And my last thought about this game is, why not have a offline status? Say I want to play solo. Why not let me play offline so that I don't have to worry about these servers? I don't have to worry about sitting in the sign-in screen for 2 minutes on a next generation console just because. There should be a, I don't know. There should be an offline option and then like a multiplayer server option where, hey, I do want to play with my friends. Okay, click this button and connect to the multiplayer server. If not, here you go. Here's solo. You can play offline. Don't worry about it. You're not, whatever. You don't have to worry about connection issues. I think that would help. A game I would easily compare that to is like, say, Batman Arkham Origins. That's an old game that came out on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, whatever. And in that game, they had the solo, which was all offline, had nothing to do with servers. And then they had the multiplayer. It was a complete separate disc where you put that in, and then all of a sudden you connect to, the multiplayer servers of this Batman game. Why can't we have that for here? Why can't it be, solo offline or online multiplayer? Because it seems there are so many issues with this game just connecting to the servers. I don't know. But those are my thoughts. I'm sorry about, dying right there. I was getting a little too into my head trying to talk about topics and whatnot. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But besides that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.